afternoon. Welcome in to Scott Nanatorium on the campus of the Navy Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. I'm Dave McHugh as we get ready for our second of three matches this weekend in Mid-Atlantic Water Polo Conference action as the Mids welcome Mount St. Mary's to this 5 p.m. start. They played Mercyhurst this morning at 11 a.m. and got a 21-8 easy win over the Lakers. They will host Bucknell tomorrow. That'll be over at Lejeune. That one scheduled for a midday game. Well, that should be at 11 a.m. Before that, at Lejeune. But we're going to get ready for a rematch already this season as these two teams face off just a couple of weeks ago at the Navy Open. And it was a Navy win, 20-7 in what was the home opener as they're about to button up after this weekend. 10 straight home games, basically bookended by the Mount. But the interesting developments in between. Navy has lost just 2 matches in their last 10 matches. And one of them is to Salem in a surprising result back at the end of that Navy Open. 17-13 was a defeat. The Mount just last weekend, though, beat Salem 18-11. Now, remember, we go back to that game on the 12th of September where Navy controlled it against Mount St. Mary's, except for a third quarter that Mount St. Mary's kind of went toe-to-toe with them. It was all Navy 27. So what do we expect today? That Salem game seems like an off. Navy went and beat Air Force in a huge matchup 2 matches later to win 15-14 and just coming off the Mercyhurst win where they rested a lot of their starters. So we're underway. We'll get you starting lineups and the like in just a moment as the opening sprint goes to the Mount, who are wearing the white caps, Navy in the blue. Mount going right to left, Navy left to right. Mount St. Mary's, if you're not familiar, out of Emmitsburg, Maryland, known as the Mount and the Mountaineers. For the Mount, they start in goalie Sharif Hosni, the Hamilton, New Zealand senior. They also start number 2, Alex Belisis. Number 5, Chris Velavansis as the save made there. Number 10, Jack Fox. Number 12, Giannis Skalaris. Number 18, Aaron Tarr. And number 21, William Matthews. For the Mids, the save just made by Ryan Munch, the sophomore goalkeeper out of San Diego. Navy in front, opportunity, shot and a goal from up close and personal. Billy Zeck gets the first tally. Just 40 seconds in for Navy. A big goal for the Mids, and it's a 1-0 lead. Their starters for the Mids: number 2, Orion Irwin; number 6, Holden Siebold; number 7, Aiden Berry; number 9, Aiden Day; number 11, Kiefer Black; and the aforementioned number 14, Billy Zeck, who has the first tally of the game. Obviously a bit of more of a fracas of a game here as that's a quick shot from in front. Munch seemed to have it read, though it did look like it might have been sailing wide nonetheless, as Valamantis, the Athens, Greece native, takes that shot. Navy quickly up pool with a 1-0 lead. They got out to a 3-0 lead against Mercyhurst this morning. Coasted out to an 8-2 lead at halftime and extended from there, dominating in all facets. Zeck gets the goal. Easy one in front. He gets the assist from Siebold. So Zeck with 2 early goals here, and Siebold able to contribute on that as well. It's 2-0 Navy here. 6:38 to play opening quarter. That's a good start when you try and compare the Salem results. It's a similar result the last time they played the Mount, where Navy got out and played a strong first half before again having a bit of an off third quarter, where at one point Mount St. Mary's had outscored Navy by 2 in the quarter before it evened off. Then Navy went and walked away with it in the fourth. Shot clock is at 3. It's going to be a shot goes high, not touched by Navy, and so go back to the Mids. Navy played Jack Radoni in the first half of the game this morning in goal. Second half was Jack Hightower. Radoni scored at the end of the half, threw a floater right before the horn and went goal line to goal line, beating the goalie on the floater for his first ever goal he had never scored in high school or college. And now he joins Jack Hightower as the only goalies on the Navy roster on the active Navy roster with goals in their careers. Kiefer Black with the ball. We'll keep an eye on him. He continues to march and rewrite the record books. That shot just missed going in. Saved by Hosny, who saw plenty of Black in their first matchup. All the way down pool, and a shot from distance for Belasis hits the post. So some odd play there as Navy's going to make a sub. They're down a player right now. Unless here comes the extra swimmer. Well out of position here as we'll get a foul called. Rising out, shooting, but blocked out front off the offering from Quinn Bartlett. Did not play in the game earlier. And now an offensive foul called in the middle. And it's a turnover back to the Mount. Navy did not play a lot of their starting unit. In fact, most of the game was played with sophomores and freshmen against the Lakers this morning. Shot, and that finds a corner through traffic as Scaleras able to put the Mount on the scoreboard here. 4:38 left to go in this first quarter. He was able to shoot that one through traffic, making it a little bit hard for Munch to see it. And Navy, we didn't see Kiefer Black. We didn't see Matt Prasansuk. We didn't see Holden Siebold or Oren Irwin. Maddox Garahy did not play. Sekulik saw some time. Quinn Bartlett did not play in that first game this morning. So a rested front line for the Navy water polo team here. Black's got it on the near wing. He'll pass it to the alley to Irwin. Irwin will reposition back to Black. Black will go cross pool. Fake shot there, top of the option. Pump fake shot deflected, almost went in. As trying to force the issue there was Irwin. Good passing by the Mids. The Mids will fight for this one and retain possession. 25 on the shot clock. They'll pass to the far side with it. Siebold. Now comes to Kiefer Black on the no-look pass, and Black will be fouled. Nate Valentine in the match, getting a piece of Black. Now Irwin with the ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Quick shot and a nice look there as Aiden Berry was able to receive the pass from Irwin, and Navy back up by 2. .349 remaining. Subs for the Mids. We'll get you some of the players who are into this match now. Maddox Garahy has entered. James Mulvey into the match. Mulvey played quite a bit in the first game. Rory Began, who scored 4 or 5 in that first game. Got to go double check my math. He had a huge game against Mercy. Scored 3, in fact, I think. Shot and a goal from the far wing, and the Mount coming in fired up. And they get maybe a little too easy a goal there with 3:24 remaining. It appears that was Aaron Tarr with the goal. Makes it 3-2. .315 remaining here in the opening quarter. Navy got out to a 2-0 lead with a 3-2 lead. They'll pass it to the near side to Began. Began goes far side with it. Now up top to Mulvey, and Mulvey forced it inside. It's going to be a call on an exclusion, so Navy's going to have possession in the extra swimmer. Pass up top. Sunsuk thought about it. He's into the match now. Coming in close. Shot from no angle on the right hand, and it goes for Rory Began, who continues to have a tremendous day today. 2:45 remaining here in the first. And Navy back up by 2, 4-2, as Began swam down the lane line and from no angle with the right hand able to sneak it through. Haven't talked about Kiefer Black yet in this game. I'm sure we will. He is marching, as we said, rewriting the record book. He is 8 away from third all-time in career points. He is 4 away from 8th all-time in goals. He's already the leading assist player in Navy history. Outside chance he could be first place in all 3 categories by the end of his career. Navy gets a reset on the possession clock and goes back to work on the exclusion. Opportunity from the alley. Don't go for the shot. Now up top. Shot and a goal. What an effort from Matt Mypersonsuk, the Villa Park, California native. Able to bury that one after a couple of pump fakes, and Navy at its biggest lead of the game. (5-2) mids the lead, 2:10 remaining here in the first quarter. A couple more sub changes for Navy. Austin Kahn into the match. They'll bring Orion Irwin back in as well. Far side, Lucas Sekulik into the match. Navy's also brought Jack Clark. No, correction, that's not Jack Clark, that's Seabold. As forcing the pass to the Mount there, trying to get it inside to Nate Valentine in the middle. It was too far away, and Munch comes out to take it. Navy on the counterattack. Floated up ahead. Opportunity. Cannot hold on to it. A foul will be called. There'll be a seclusion as Seabold had a prime opportunity but couldn't hold on to it, but Navy lucks out nonetheless. Irwin with it. Top of the key to Kahn. Far side with it now. They got it to Garahy. Now back to Kahn. Kahn near side to Irwin. Now from the wing. In front. Blocked by the defense as Seabold looked at an open net and couldn't bury it. Navy gets the ball back, but the foul coming out of the exclusion as Navy got surprised as sub Aiden Hess with the face mask came into the battle and got the steal and drew the foul. Minute left to go here, opening quarter. Navy with a 5-2 lead, back on defense now as the Mount in the white caps looking to do something. We'll throw it up quick, and they'll draw an exclusion on Navy as they foul coming from behind on the help from Garahy. So the Mount now with the extra swimmer, under a minute, looking to cut the deficit back to 2. A yellow card being displayed, by the way. So a yellow card presented on Garahy there. Shot tipped out. And back the other direction comes Navy. The shot clock and possession and game clock are close. So the shot clock is still on, and now a foul on Navy again on the offensive end. It's an immediate turnover with 18-4 left to go here in the quarter, and the Mount gets another chance at it. 10 seconds left, no call for timeout. Up ahead to Hess, he gets fouled by Mulvey. Another foul, shot from distance, saved by Munch, redirection not in time. And Navy survives a little bit of a pressure moment there at the end and a yellow card. And the quarter will end with Navy in the lead, 5-2. They got up to the 2-0 lead. Mount cut it to 3-2. Navy in control, 5-2. After 1, we'll take a break here on Navy Athletics YouTube.
Coaching your financial future every step of the way. Learn more at firstcommand.com.
Welcome back as we get ready for second quarter action. Navy in the lead, 5-2. Zach got 2 goals to start things off for the Mids. Got out to a 2-0 lead. Mount battled back, scoring 2 of the next 3. Scaleras and Tar bookending a Barry goal by Navy to make it 3-2. But Navy scored the last 2 straight with Began and Mai Parsansuk making it 5-2. And that's where things stand here. Heading into the second quarter, again, Navy will going left to right in the blue caps. The Mount in the white caps going right to left. Mount coming in 6-8 this season. They're 0-2 in conference play, with this being their 3rd conference game, the 2nd against Navy. Last weekend, Mount went 2-1 at the Bucknell Invitational, defeating Salem, as you mentioned, 18-11, and LIU 15-12, but lost to Fordham 19-5. Fordham, the 5th-ranked water polo program. Of course, Fordham also a conference foe, so they've lost to Navy and to Fordham, and they're already playing Navy again. Obviously, they will not play Navy the rest of the season, at least in the regular season. The conference playoffs, it's a different conversation. Big sprint here, and this one's close, but it's going to the Mount again. As winning it that time was Jack Fox out racing Quinn Bartlett. Navy didn't have any challenges against Mercyhurst in the sprints this morning. It's a foul called on Navy, and now the shot and a save. There is an exclusion. So Navy down a swimmer here, as it looks like they called Mulvey there that time. Reminder, you can get 3 exclusions and you're out of the match on the 3rd. Shot just missed. Interesting idea and a frustration from Alex Belasis, the Athens, Greece native. He thought he had Navy beat and he missed the post. So the Mids of the first possession of this quarter. Looking to extend, they do! Kiefer Black in front. It can't get easier than that. Black from Day. Black finds himself. They don't usually put him there all that often, but when they do, it's like that moment. Day, easy to find him. Makes it 6-2. And Black with his 195th career goal. He's now 3 behind Tom Pop in that category. 349th point. He's now 7 behind Greg Mendenhall in that category. 7 minutes to play. Here in the second, Navy its biggest lead of the match. Black doesn't score to the second quarter. That's probably your headline. He had a quiet first quarter. Oh, deep shot there, goes to the Mount. As Tar picks up his second goal of the game. And a quick answer by the Mount cuts it to within 3. You got to expect that they're coming off of that result against Salem and knowing Navy tripped up to Salem and thinking, hey, you know, we can go and play with this Navy squad despite the result a couple of weeks ago. And they're certainly coming in fired up. Now, they played their match last time at Lejeune, which is obviously a much bigger facility, much more roomy, much more space. They're playing this one here at Scott Natatorium today, which is a much tighter facility. Close range, Black pass, shot, goal. Navy responds thanks to the Black kind of distraction. I have a feeling that Mount doubled Black, thinking they were in good position there, and they didn't realize they left Sekulik wide open. And as a result, Navy responds right back. Sekulik with his first of the day. Again, Scott Natatorium just a little bit tighter. Fans sitting 3 deep versus many rows deep. So a different atmosphere than the game that these two played a couple of weeks ago. Lejeune being used for academy needs this morning. Ooh, big battle in front, and it's going to be a foul as Belasis literally with a left-hand hook right across Kiefer Black's face. An easy call for the officials. Navy's got the momentum. Black's open, Black's open, Black's open! Sekulic returns the favor, and it's the Black and Sekulic combo package on back-to-back goals. And it's an 8-3 lead suddenly for Navy off the ill-timed turnover, and Mount didn't do a great job getting back. So Black picks up his second of the quarter in the game. We'll keep an eye on the history books, see if he gets anywhere close today to rewriting a couple more spots. And another foul in the middle of the pool on offense by the Mount. Black brings it down the right-hand side. No one's picking him up. Black continues. Thinking about shooting with the left. Gets a little bit of pressure this time from Skilleris. Exclusion now in the middle of the pool. Navy's got the extra swimmer here. They'll take their time with it. Black's got it. Oh, he couldn't hold on to it. Pass was too high. Hits the lane line and turnover back to the Mount. Hosny calling out to Hess about turning around. He finally does, and now Navy's got an exclusion, is picking up the foul. This time was Aiden Day. This game a lot more physical than the Mercyhurst game was earlier, and a lot more physical than the last time these two teams faced off a couple weeks ago. Shot, save, Munch, tip in. What a effort there. I think that was Nikos Agratelis. We'll double check it was. Shot came in, great save from Munch, but the rebound got given up, and Agratelis, the freshman from Athens, able to put it home. And makes it an 8-4 game. Black's got it near side for the mids. Up top to Sekulic. They go far side. I think that was Barry who had it. Now Black. Black tries to skip it across to Connor Cashman in the match now. He saves it from going out of bounds. 3 seconds left. They get it to Black near side. Black tries to go for the back post. It's blocked out front. And now the Mount's going to try and counter. Hosny with a long pass. Great pinpoint pass up ahead to Hess. Hess in on goal and scores. So Hess off a brilliant pass from Hosny. And the lead has dwindled to 3 as the Mount has scored, or has matched Navy 3 for 3 so far in this quarter. It's 5-2 at the end of 1. Navy got out to an 8-3 lead, but Mount has answered with 2 straight. Navy being patient. Sekulic with it, flicks it to Black, chips it into the middle. Drawing the foul will be a seclusion on Gunnar Landquist. So Navy with some numbers advantage here. Sekulic to Black. That pass is still high for Black. Sekulic. And now a foul in the middle against, I think that was Maddox Gary. He gives it back to the Mount. And they dodge another threat from the mids. Looking to cut this deficit and continue their goal run here. As Connor Cashman called for the foul. Skilleris, who scored a brilliant goal earlier, throws it in front, and then a blind shot from Bellasis is nowhere on target. Navy's going to use Sekulic down the right side here. Black is sneaking down the middle. Oh, big battle in front. It's going to allow Sekulic to shoot and score. Sekulic with his second of the quarter. 9-5 mids the lead here with 3:14 to play in the quarter. Navy ends the Mounts 2-goal run there. Wholesale changes for the mids. Mulvey, Kahn, Began out there now. Also Day and Zach. And they also have Bartlett now out there. Tar, who has a couple of goals, has it up top for the Mount. He's got a flanker alongside in Fox as he keeps drawing a foul. He also has Valentine alongside. That shot skips over the goal. 2:50 left. Navy's going to have an advantage as they're going to call exclusion here, but Navy calls a 30-second timeout. Now they're going to call a full timeout as Coach Nicolau wants to talk things over with the team as they're trailing, or they're leading, but they're allowing Mount to stay in this. Reminder, Navy women's soccer returns to Glen Warner on Wednesday, October 1st. Can't believe we're already to October. They'll take on Lehigh. That is a 7 p.m. game at Glen Warner Soccer Complex. Be sure to get to the stadium early as the first 100 fans receive a free t-shirt. Compliments of nothing bunt cakes. I mean, come on, you got women's soccer conference action under the lights at Glen Warner Soccer Complex to start October with nothing bunt cakes involved. Sign me up. I'm good to go. Navy volleyball returns to Wesley Brown Fieldhouse on Friday, October 10th. They'll take on Colgate at 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the 11th, they'll be taking on Bucknell at 6 p.m. Get to the stadium early. First 125 fans receive a Navy scrunchie prior to the Bucknell match. Out of the timeout, Navy returns to the more aggressive unit as Black is now out there with Irwin, Day, Zek, Mulvey, and on the far side, I think that's Barry. It is Barry. So nearly the starting group as they have the exclusion opportunity here. Black has it on the near wing. Up top, back to Black. Cross pool, shot in the goal! Sneaking in on the backside was Barry, who buried it. And Black will pick up yet another assist. And Navy's back up by 5 as they hit double digits here. And just like the third quarter in the Navy Open, Navy taking its lumps from the Mount here in the second quarter versus the third. But so far, they're back to their point of control, up by 5. Their largest of the game for the second time. The battles away from the ball are more interesting than the battles on the ball so far in this one. Chasing this down is Skilleris. Rising out, shooting, blocked by Barry. And I think there's an exclusion coming. There is, as picking up the exclusion is Skilleris. After taking that shot, he and Barry, I think, exchanged some words, and the refs are kicking Skilleris into the sin bin. Navy's got the advantage. Black scores. Black has had a huge second quarter. This assist coming from Day this time. And it's 11-5 now as Black has got 3 goals and 2 assists in this quarter alone. And Navy has scored 3 straight as Black with 5 points is now 3 away from Greg Mendenhall's all-time third mark with 356 in his career. Black on a mission after being not much of a factor in the first quarter, maybe by design. Foul as they were trying to get to the ball that was intended for Valavanis. 90 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Thrown in front to Valavanis and a nice little tip defensively by Ramsey Lato Stallings, who's into the match. And a quick pass up ahead to Black. Black's going to come down the right side. Defense comes over to Markham. He'll flip it off. Opportunity now. Shot in the goal. Too easy. As Sekulic gets his third of the game. And Navy has now got its largest lead and then some at 7 with 1:08 to go here in the second. Sekulic has also scored his 3 in this quarter, so it's a Sekulic and Black show in quarter number 2. Not sure where that foul took place. I know where that one took place. That time Day got called for it. 55 seconds left to go here in the half. And now an exclusion called on Navy. This time it's going against Zek. So the advantage to the Mount, trailing by 7. They started this second quarter really well. Shot in front, blocked. Or I should say they responded in the second quarter well. That shot from Aguitelis is shoved aside, but the Mount maintains possession. 34 seconds to go, and that deflected out, and they will go back to even strength here. .3 seconds left. Navy got out to an 8-3 lead. Mount cut that to within 1, but it's been a 4-goal run by Navy to go up by 5 now, and another seclusion. This time they're calling it on Leto Stallings. Oh, that got blocked! What a job by Sekulic! Munch had it red, but came down, and Sekulic came out and got the block, and now Navy calls a 30-second timeout so they can advance the ball, basically. 14 seconds left. They don't want to waste time transitioning down. And Navy's going to go with the extra attacker as they will pull Rodoni out. But he's wearing James Mulvey's in the match, but he's wearing Rodoni's number. I'm sorry, he's wearing Munch's number. He's wearing Rodoni's number. So they're going with the extra attacker, and it's Mulvey who's got the ball wearing Rodoni's number. And now in a seclusion, so Navy's got even more attack, but they only got about a second to do something with it, and it's going to be for naught. So trying to get a little extra cute with it. Pulled the goalie, and I think Coach Nicolau's not going to be too happy with how that ended up playing it out if you're Navy. So Navy will take the lead, though, into the half, 12-5, but it didn't finish the way they wanted with the extra attacker. We'll take a break at halftime. Navy the lead, 12-5 on the Mount in this conference water polo battle on Navy Athletics YouTube. Welcome back as we get ready to start second half action. I'm Dave McHugh. We're at Scott Nanatorium in the campus of the Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland for conference action in water polo. It's the Mid-Atlantic Water Polo Conference play between the Mount St. Mary's and Naval Academy. Navy's got the 12-5 lead here at the half. They tried to pick up the 13th there at the close of business of the first half by pulling Munch and bring in the extra swimmer. They also got an exclusion. Everything was going Navy's way until they mishandled the ball, and they got a bit of a tongue lashing from Louis Nicolau there at halftime. The Navy grad in 92 in his 8th year heading up the MIDS program. Of course, he's joined by Jack Finch in his 3rd year in the Navy grad of 2015. And, of course, Ken Vincent, the longtime assistant, 6th year Lehigh grad in 1980. The Mount, Justin Vink is the head coach, Penn State grad of 2015 in his 3rd season, 6th overall. And he's joined by Ivan Zivjanovic, the Salem grad of 23. I wonder how much he had something to do with their win over Salem. So Navy's ready, and the Mount appears ready. Munch is back in goal for Navy after being pulled for the final 14 seconds of that opening half. A little discussion at the table, probably about the fact that Munch is in goal is my guess. 8-minute quarter coming up. We'll keep an eye on the record book. As we mentioned, Kiefer Black with 5 points in that second quarter on 3 goals and 2 assists to put himself 3 away from 3rd all time in career points. And he is now 2 away. Correction, he's 1 away from 8th all time for goals and tying those marks. Another win for the Mount on the sprint. That's 3 for 3. And a foul off ball, and it's the Mount as Melavanis and Skilleris seem to be looking at each other confused. One of them picked it up. So Navy gets the ball in the turnover. They're going right to left now in this second half with the blue caps. The Mount's going left to right in the white caps. Shot from distance saved by Hosny. The shot coming from Quinn Bartlett, and a foul immediately in transition against the Mount. Navy's will have possession again in the offensive end. Navy retrieves the ball from cage area, and now we'll restart things. That pass tip from Seabold Day. Day has it near side on the wing, being pushed back out to middle. Tries to get it to Black, and he gets fouled over the top by Skilleris. In front, oh, great defense coming from the help side. Trying to tip that in was Zek, but it was help defense coming from Tar to keep that from happening. Now the official wants the ball. I'm not sure what they're discussing. Looks like it might be a timeout. Yeah, it's a timeout called by the Mount. We want to talk some things over after a couple untimely turnovers. Reminder, after this weekend and the big win over Air Force last week, and the 2 matches today, water polo will be taken on Bucknell tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Lejeune. Admission is free. We'll also have it on YouTube. Tim Dolan will be on the call right here. Tim Nolan. I said Dolan, didn't I? I don't know where that came from. Tim Nolan will be on the call for you with that Bucknell game. Also a reminder, Navy fans, don't forget the online shopping experience offered by our partners at Fanatics at NavySports.com. Click on the shop tab. Find all the latest Navy Under Armour apparel at great prices. The store is the perfect place to shop for yourself or the Navy fam in your family. Maybe pick up something for Tim. See the latest Navy merchandise at NavySports.com. So out of the timeout, Mount hoping to have figured some things out. They'll have possession of the ball at mid-pool. We'll get ready to restart things now. 6:58 left to go here in the third quarter. 12-5, the same score we had at halftime. Navy's largest lead of the game. After Mount played very well in that second, they'll cut into this one off the shot from Belisis. That makes it 12-6. Mount not going away. He got outplayed for 3 of the 4 quarters the last time these two teams faced off, but they are certainly, while down 6, they're not going to go away. If Navy doesn't watch out, it'll be a quick goal run. We're going to get an exclusion here. Nope, just a general foul. Navy will maintain possession. As we approach, new shot clock was reset, so they're at 20 now. Navy's got time to work if necessary. Black's on the far side. He's got the ball now. He's looking in the middle. There's a couple options. I just missed it. As we tried to hit Aiden Day, they were on the exclusion. I apologize. There was a swimmer out in that scenario, and Navy can't take advantage. So 6 minutes left of this quarter. Hosny's got the ball for the Mount. He'll flip it up ahead to Aaron Tarr. He'll pass it up ahead, and now they're going to get a foul on Day, and Day will draw the exclusion. It's been a physical match between these two longtime foes. Well, ever since the Mount started their program. Near side. Decides not to shoot it. Now a shot. As the Mount starting to mount a comeback. This goal scored by Matthews on the assist from Belisis, who's now been involved in the opening 2 goals of this quarter. And Navy's lead is down to 5. Black's with it far side. He has got an absolute battle with Skilleris. And now Skilleris is going to, no, it's not him. I thought he was going to draw the exclusion again. This time it's Matthews who draws it. Skilleris would have been sitting on 2 at that point. Black's got it far wing, throws it in front. His intended target was Irwin. Irwin fouled, and so I think this is going to be a 5-meter opportunity. It will be. So Black will line up the lefty for the 5-meter. See if Black can pick up his 4th goal of the game and 6th point. He will, rather easily. So Navy back up now by 6 with 5 minutes to play here in the third. First goal of the half for Navy. And now with 6 points. Black is within a couple of points of 3rd all time, and he is now within a goal. I'll double check that. There's a foul called. He is now tied Tom Pop. Apologies. He's now tied Tom Pop for 8th all time in Navy goal scoring. 198. Skilleris has got it near side for the Mount. They'll flip it far side. Nice save from Munch. As Matthews was looking at goal number 2. Munch closed the door on that one. Quickly up ahead to Black. Black, little fake. Now swim past his defender. throws it up ahead. Navy on the breakout. Prasuk with a goal. I think you might be able to give Black the assist on that. My stats are unofficial. And with 4:12 remaining, Navy is doubled up the Mount at 14-7. My Prasant with the goal. If they give Black the assist there, and I am temporarily giving him the assist, he's now within one of third all-time in points. Latest in Naval Academy Athletics is close to your computer, tablet, or smartphone thanks to NavySports.com and the newly designed Navy Sports app. You can get all the information you need on all 36 varsity sports and the midshipmen student athletes. Make sure to log on to NavySports.com or download the Navy Sports app today. You can also follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram to be kept all in the know on Navy athletics. Dave McHugh, we are poolside here at Scott Natatorium on the campus of the Naval Academy today. And soccer played earlier, unfortunately losing to Lehigh. Navy football taking place over at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, and Navy's got a 14-0 lead in the closing seconds of the third quarter. Rice has got a 3rd and 11, trying to attack the Navy defense and score for the first time today. Back action here as the Mountain in the white caps, after a good second quarter, can't be capitalizing on a good start to this third quarter. Navy has responded with 2 straight to go back up by 7. And a seclusion on Black as he gets called for the contact with Jack Fox. Fox in front, shut door from Munch. The sophomore with a big stop there. Navy will go back on the attack, and Black will come back into the fray. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Black's got it on the wing. He'll shoot and he'll score! 3:24 remaining, and the Black continues in the last couple of quarters. I'm not sure who passed that off to him, but he's got 5 goals now, and it's 15-7. And he will come out, and he is now, with his 5 goals, officially 8th all-time by himself, passing Tom Pop. He's got 199 goals. His next target is Michael Mulvey, who had a 205 sitting in 7th. And unofficially, with his 8 points, he has tied Greg Mendenhall for career points with 356. That's my unofficial total, with his 5 goals and the 3 assists I have him down for. Those will be officially checked after the game. You can go to NavySports.com for the official tabulation of that. Granted, he continues. 2 of the assists are easy, so if he scores another one, it'll be a slam dunk that he's tied Mendenhall or passed him. Up ahead, 2:41 to play. Navy in the lead, 15-7, biggest lead of the game. Try to force that pass in front to Kahn. They'll draw the foul. Navy will get the exclusion and opportunity with the extra swimmer. My Prasansuk with the ball top. Passes it to the far wing to Mulvey. Back to my Prasansuk. In front, shot did not get all the way there from Maddox Garahy. And now a seclusion on Navy, just as they were getting back to even strength, and it's going to go against Austin Kahn, I think. I'm not sure who's secluded here. Oh, it's Maya Prasansuk who's secluded. Maya Prasansuk Swims out. 12 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 2 minutes left. Back to even strength as into the pool comes Aiden Barry. And the Mount scores. I believe that was Bellasis. (15-8). I can hear Coach Nicolau mentioning to somebody that they only have one guy to guard. Something tells me it was Bellasis. 2 minutes to go, third quarter, 15-8, Navy the lead. Navy, when they scored 20, have won all their games this season. They are 5 away from that mark. Trying to force in front to Garahy. Garahy gets swallowed up by the Mountaineers. He holds on to the ball. And now a foul on Navy. And so it'll go back to the Mount. 90 seconds to go here in the third. Skerlick with a whole mess of Luka Sekulic on him. Now a seclusion called on Navy's Austin Kahn. Black's ready to enter for Kahn. Looking for an opportunity. Will flip far side instead. Now up top, running out of time. Bad pass to the Mount up top, looking for a shot. That skipped over the goal as Navy came back out in even strength. Aiden Hess's shot skipped over. And so Navy goes back on the attack as the pass goes up ahead to Luka. Sekulic. 38 seconds to go. Black out there has the ball. Gets it off to Sekulic. He shoots and scores! Sekulic, who's having a pretty darn good game himself, picks up his 4th tally of the game. Makes it 16-8 as Navy is pouring it on at this point. It just depends. You mentioned the third quarter was Mount's good one in the Navy Open. It's the second quarter this game. They tried to make it the third. They scored the opening 2. They've got 3 in this quarter, but Navy's outscored them 4-3. And Navy's got now the 8-goal lead, which ties for this biggest lead of the game. Foul called on Navy. 10 seconds on the possession clock. 5 seconds, shot from distance, and somehow that went in. I'm not sure how Fox found an opening there. Thought Munch had that one read, he did not. And it's 16-9 with 4 seconds remaining. Black's gonna think about shooting, and he does! Oh, Osney had to make a save. Or Black was looking at his 6th goal of the game. End of 3, Navy up 16-9. I'm not saying they've got this one set just yet. The Mounts making it interesting, have fought back previous 2 quarters. We'll see what the 4th quarter brings us here on Navy Athletics YouTube. Welcome back. Final quarter of action here at Scott Natatorium. In the penultimate game, they'll be here at Scott Natatorium. There'll be one much later in the season played here. Most of Navy's games are played at Lejeune Hall. Lejeune busy today for Naval Academy activities, so we're here at Scott Natatorium. Played a game earlier today against Mercyhurst. Navy got the relatively easy win over the Lakers, 21-8. Kind of turned off the afterjets, as it were, late in the third and fourth quarters, but Navy's got a bit of a battle here against the Mount, despite what the score tells you. Navy's led by 8 a couple occasions in the third, but they have given up a couple of goal runs by the Mount in this one as we are underway. They have lost all 4 sprints to the Mount today. Navy's in the blue caps going right to left. Mount's in the white caps going left to right. Mount's had some good results, and there's another one in front. Goal scored by Agratellis, his second of the game. And so the Mount comes out and scores quickly. I'll have to double check how many times they've done that today. But they're back to within 6 now, and they've hit double digits themselves. Navy scored to open up the first quarter and the second quarter. Mount has scored to start the third and fourth quarters. Trying to force it inside, blocked up top by Aaron Tarr, who had a good first half offensively. Black shoots and scores! Rises out of the water and buries that one. And Black has his 6th goal of the game to have 200 career goals. He's still 82 away from Coach Nicolau's all-time mark of 282 goals scored. I'm not saying he can get there, but he could get there. He's still got a season and a half left. And he's now officially, if we don't call the assists into question, well, I know he's got at least 2 assists. So he's either officially tied Greg Mendenhall now in points at 356, or he's now officially passed him with 357. I've got him for an assist. There may be 1 or 2 I've missed. I'm certainly not official on that, so he may have passed Mendenhall officially now to move into 3rd all-time in career points. And he's not that far away from the all-time mark in that category. He came in with 348. The all-time mark is Louis Nicolau with 377. If right now he's at 357, he's just 20 points away from the all-time career point mark. He already owns assists. He's working his way up in goals, and now he's about to be the all-time mark in points. And Coach Nicolau calls timeout with 6:40 to play. He'll have 2 timeouts remaining on the board. As they will meet to discuss things, gives us a chance to look at the schedule ahead for Navy, as they will play tomorrow 11 a.m. against Bucknell in conference action. Then they get a couple of weeks off, but they'll be on the road. They close out this 10-game home stretch with the game against Bucknell tomorrow at Lejeune, but then they're at Fordham. I'll have to double check what their rank. They were 5th at one point. That comes up on the 11th of October. Then on the 18th and 19th, they'll play 3 games at Mercyhurst and then neutral games against Gannon and Bucknell in the Mercyhurst tournament. Mercyhurst and Bucknell games will be conference games. Then they'll return home against George Washington, I should say, on the 24th of October, and they'll host Iona on the 25th. Then they're home against Wagner, Fordham, and Johns Hopkins on the 1st and 2nd of November, and finish the season at George Washington on the 7th before getting into the conference tournament. So the big part of the schedule is nearly done. Their big home part of their schedule will finish this weekend. And with a win today, Navy will be 11-6. Up top, Navy made some offensive changes, and there's one of them. As Irwin tallies the goal. It looked like that ball came from Bartlett. And it's 18-10, back to that 8-goal lead for Navy. As Irwin picks up the tally. He had not scored today. Zek scored the opening 2 for Navy. We haven't heard from him since. Black had an absolute... He just wasn't a factor in the first quarter in terms of scoring. He was a factor in terms of possession. Had the ball a lot. But then the second and third quarter, Black took over. Especially the second, where he had 5 points, 3 goals, and 2 assists. Navy down a swimmer, and it costs them on the cross-pool pass there as Matthews gets a goal. That's his second of the game. And the pass, I think, came from Tar. So it's now back to a 7-goal lead for Navy here in the fourth. Munch still in goal, passes it up ahead to Aiden Day. Day will get it to Aiden Berry. Berry gets it to Black. Black puts it in front, trying to get it to Luka Sekulik, and it didn't work out. They will draw a seclusion, though. Black will toss it up top. Navy back on the attack. Now passing around the perimeter. Black's got it on the far wing. Nice pass in front, shot in the goal. That one was too easy. Sekulik gets the goal as Black and he connect again today. They were part of that second quarter blitz, as that is Sekulik's 5th goal and unofficially Black's 4th assist. And it's back to an 8-goal lead. 5:20 to play when that goal was scored. Great passing by the Mids, and no matter how you write it now, no matter whose points you're looking at, Black is officially 3rd all time in points. That's off the crossbar, and Navy possession. So Kiefer Black's now 3rd all time, passing Greg Mendenhall. He's got Doug Muntz now in his sights. Muntz had 369 career points. He's roughly 9 or 10 away from that. Another seclusion call against the Mount. That's at least the 2nd on Skilleris. If not his 3rd. If it was his 3rd, he's out of the match. 4:40 remaining. Black's got it. Shot! Blocked by Hosney. Hosney out of Hamilton, New Zealand, where it's already Sunday. .420 to play here in the game. Steal by Black? No, yes, he'll get it on the foul. So Black got the steal, then drew the foul. Quickly up ahead, feeding the opportunity, and Hosney shuts the door. What an effort against Bartlett all alone. Quick pass up, now going the other way. Munch comes out of goal. He'll stop that one. This is a goal he's put on his show. Valentine has his shot blocked aside by Munch after Hosney just did the same the other direction against Bartlett. .402 remaining. A little bit of a slap inadvertently maybe towards Black there from Bellasis. Some frustration from the Mount possibly. No whistle. Navy gets the steal as Bartlett trying to move up. Poole will, I think, at least draw. Well, looks like we got a timeout. And Coach Nicolau working the officials about that contact we were talking about, as I believe they called their final timeout. 3:46 left, and immediately Coach Vink over to talk about that play, it appears. He's a little frustrated as well. Vink's not even talking to his team at this juncture, talking to the official, using the timeout for that. The official nodding his head as if he understood or agreed or none of the above. Black is out, so his assault on the record book is on hold now unless he returns to the pool. Yeah, they're talking about how Black took a second hit to the face today at the very least. First one got called, resulted in a Navy goal. Nicklaus still working the official. Navy thinks it was an elbow. I thought it was an open hand, but I don't know. I'm not the expert in that. It's not my job. Navy's made a goalie change. Jack Hightower into the match at 3:43. So Munch is done after giving up 11 goals, making a bunch of saves. He did not play in the Mercyhurst match, and Navy commits some foul there. And now a foul immediately in the other direction on Hosny. Or did it touch the end line after he grabbed the ball? Not sure which, doesn't matter. Navy takes advantage. And another goal. They've hit 20. When Navy hits 20 this season, they are undefeated, and they are up by 9 now. I did not see who that came from. I think that might have been Zach, but I'm not sure. It happened so fast that I was unable to pick up on exactly what happened and who scored. 20-11 for Navy in the lead. We mentioned it in the Mercyhurst game when they scored 20 as a turnover again back to Navy. Navy's undefeated this season. They scored against Mercyhurst 21-8 and won that. They beat MIT 25-9. They beat Wheaton 21-5 as they've got another tally. They're up by 10 now, and that's 2 goals in a row. But I look down for a moment, and they're in the back of the net. We'll go back through from the top. Navy beat LIU 22-9. They beat Mount St. Mary's earlier this season 20-7. Beat Wheaton College of Massachusetts 21-5. Beat MIT 25-9 and beat Mercyhurst today 21-18. They score anywhere above 18, they're almost guaranteed a win. The only exception, actually, yeah, there's no exception to that this season. The lowest point total they've scored and won is 13 this year, and the most they've scored is 25. Another foul. Navy's breaking out again. Don't have the numbers, but they're going to go for it anyway. Cashman draws the foul. May have just drawn an exclusion. They have. Leaving the pool will be Aiden Ziger, or Ziger. 2.5 to play. Reserves out there for Navy. Shot off a deflection and in. As Navy scores with Ryan Monzaleski on the assist from Latos Stallings in the all-name team. And Navy has once again doubled up the Mount. It's 22-11. Well, it should be 22-11. The scoreboard has not changed. Monzaleski picks up a goal. He had a good game against Mercyhurst.
Do you have a blank sheet of paper? Hey, I have a blank sheet of paper here. And then after that, put on some.
Ran out of space on the.
Apparently ran out of space on the score sheet. That's a good problem to have if you're Navy. 21-11 with 2:29 to play. 22-11, that's right. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard. That problem has been rectified. It's Navy on defense now. A little aggression there from Ryan Monzaletsky, who just scored that previous goal. Freshmen and sophomores played really well against Mercyhurst. They're out there now. Most of them are. Grinsich is out there for Navy. Snap out there for Navy. So is Cashman. We mentioned Hightower just threw that up from the goal position. Began is out there. We saw him a little bit in the first half. Oh, a missed pass there. Intended for Grinsich. And a mini breakaway here for Matthews. He gets swallowed up by 3 Navy players. And that will draw an exclusion on one of them. Trying to get the quick restart here. Shot off the crossbar. The official's going to stop things here. And an exclusion now on Grinsich. And it'll be a 5-meter shot. Sounds like he got called for the exclusion and didn't clear the pool. And as a result, continuing to play results in the 5-meter. Just the second 5-meter we've had today in total. Shot and a goal. 1:34 remaining. The 5-meter goal scored by Max Economy. Makes it 22-13. Navy's going to pick up its 11th win of the season. And the home run has been good to them. So we win number 7 of 9. And 9 of the last 11. All right, it's 10 of the last 12 now that I think about it. As a foul on the pass results in the turnover. 70 seconds left, 10-goal lead for the Mids. As Hosny throws it up ahead. Didn't realize it was there, but turning around to find it was Wes Reesing. I'm not sure where Reesing was intended to throw that. Looks like he was trying to get it to Ziegler, but he threw it to a Navy defender instead. And under a minute left, Hightower will toss this up pool. Cashman will pick it up. Now up top to Began. Began to the other side to Mason. Mason into the match. And now a foul on the far side against Monzaletsky in the middle. And so Navy will turn it over with 31 seconds remaining. The Mount trying to cut into this double-digit deficit. Mason trying to waste the clock. Ooh, another elbow that time. This one against Monzaletsky off of Ivan Morales. And now a foul against the Mount with 15 seconds left. Navy will hold on and play keep away. And will keep the Mount despite a valiant effort in the second and third quarters. Navy will control this one and take the victory and sweep the day here at Scott Natatorium by big victories. They get the final score 22-12. And that follows up the earlier result against Mercyhurst, in which they won 21-8. Navy has Black into the record books even further. He's now third all-time in career points, unofficially passing Greg Mendenhall. I have him at about 358 total points. He's now passed Tom Pop with his 6 goals today. He's got 200 there, 5 away from 7th all-time, and Michael Mulvey. And of course, he's already rewriting the assist record book as we speak. Today, closer to 160 in that category. Navy will be back in action against Bucknell tomorrow, 11 o'clock at Lejeune. We'll have it here for you on YouTube. Tim Nolan will have you on the call for that one. as part of your Sunday as you get ready for NFL action. You can watch the Navy Midshipmen water polo team as they take on Bucknell in conference play. Navy improves to 11-6 overall, 4-0 in MAWPC action. We'll take a break until tomorrow at 11 and get you for more water polo action at Lejeune. For the entire broadcasting crew, I'm Dave McHugh. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the whole day here at Scott Nanatorium. We'll catch you later here on Navy Athletics YouTube.